What is SSL and why do I need it for my website? Do you ever notice the little green lock before the URL in a browser? Do you wonder how you get that on your site too? Are you curious as to how this can help your website? It's easy to overlook the small things that make a big difference in keeping your space in the cyber world safe. Stay tuned as I explain the ins and outs of the little green lock, also known as SSL security.
Welcome to this episode of Find Your Website Wow with your host, WordPress Adventure Guide, Lee Drozak.
When keeping your things safe, you probably keep them under lock and key in a room or box. SSL works the same way, using a lock and key concept. Like the lock and key, an SSL certificate has two parts, a public key and a private key. The public key is for encryption, similar to the lock. When you place an item in the box, closing the lock, it keeps the information away from others. The private key is like the key. It decrypts the information or opens the lock. So unless you have the key, there is no getting in. In plain English, this means that when you enter the information into your browser, it gets garbled up before being sent to the encryption phase. The key to unlocking the garbled files are only known to the server on your site. Meaning, if someone would get a hold of the information, it's meaningless. Who would need SSL and why? I'm a firm believer that anyone that collects information on your website should be using SSL, which is the S in HTTPS. For example, if you run a news publishing site with articles on a variety of subjects, SSL might not be necessary. You're giving information, not collecting it. But if you ask people to contribute by submitting articles, then you should protect that information as much as possible. Chances are you're using a form to collect their submissions. See, when you put information into a form, that information is floating around in the air where anyone can get at it. But once it's encrypted, the information isn't good to anyone without the decipher key. By having the added security, your visitors and clients know that you take their privacy seriously and that you do want to protect it. So how do you get this SSL certificate? Getting your certificate has never been easier. All you need to do is call up your web provider or your hosting company to discuss your options. With a small investment and a little time, you can be showing HTTPS for your site too. The added benefit is that SSL can improve SEO, especially from Google results. It won't automatically boost your site to the top of every search engine, but it can improve those results. Don't let your users be afraid of sharing critical information with you and your business. Get your SSL certificate today. I look forward to sharing more tips with you in the next episode of Finding Your Website Wow.
Thank you for watching Find Your Website Wow. For more great website strategies and resources, visit leedrozak.com. Also, browse the other shows found on this Biz TV Shows network.